Is Alabama a tax deed state? In this video, we're going to show you exactly what Alabama is, okay? Sweet Home Alabama. There's a song I never want to hear again. That's played way too much, okay? But I'm going to walk you exactly how to profit from Alabama in this video. We're going to take all the mysteries about, make sure you don't run into the pitfalls and everything else like that. Actually, we'll do this. Watch the whole video. By the time I'm done with this video, you'll know exactly how to profit from Alabama, and I'll give you a free gift. Just stick around to the very end. In the meantime, thumbs up, comment, share, do all the things you need to do. Don't just keep scrolling. There's a little known fact. If you scroll, all your money will be taken from you. No, it won't. So let's talk about Alabama. Alabama is a lien state, okay? So what does that mean? Let's just backtrack and let's just talk about this. You could be from Alabama, you've never heard of this before, you're just curious, you're going from there, or you don't even know what tax liens are in general. So let's just start at the beginning. What is a tax lien? What is a tax deed? A tax lien and a tax deed are two different sides of the same coin. What do I mean by that? Bottom line is this. When a property owner becomes 1 year delinquent on the property taxes, the state is allowed to bring those delinquent taxes up to sale, okay? And that's usually in the form of auction. Now, you're not buying somebody's house at that point. Matter of fact, the property owner probably doesn't even know this is happening, okay? But the county needs this money. So what does the county need this money for? Number one, it's gonna be for the school district. Okay, and then you've got roads, bridges, fire department, police department, hospitals, et cetera, parks and rec, special ed, all of that stuff is being covered by property taxes. So they're going, look, everybody else is paying their property taxes. What's up with you? This is all throughout the United States. Everybody has a different version of a similar one. That's why I said liens and deeds are the same, two different sides of the same coin. So when we're talking about liens in a lien state like Alabama, once they've been delinquent 1 year, the county has the opportunity to say, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to offer these up for sale. They're going to be a 12% interest, and if you want to bid it, you can bid it down by increments of 1, okay? And it's going to be a 3-year redemption period. What that means is, if you're the winning bidder on that, you say, I'll give you the property taxes, I'm going to get the 10% or whatever the case might be in that situation. And at the end of 3 years, okay, if the property owner has not paid the county the taxes, now look at, they don't owe you the money. You don't have to maintain the property. You don't have to go by and rake the leaves. You don't have to go by and make sure the roof is okay. Doesn't matter who gets elected president. Doesn't matter what war starts, what the price of oil, the stock market, the interest rates. All of those things don't matter. This is why they call this one of the best kept secrets on investing in the United States today. In fact, if you can find a safer and more lucrative investment opportunity, I'll pay you $1,000. Just put it in the comments, but it's got to be legal, okay? Don't say selling Iraqi dollars. I'm going to tell you, somebody said, investing in old Iraqi money, they're going to bring the currency back. Somebody actually said that one time. Okay, so think about this. If I'm buying a lien on the property, you're thinking, well, this is not saying, what if they don't pay the taxes? After 3 years, I can foreclose on the property. But see, the key is I really didn't take the place of the county. I am the county, so to speak. So I say, hey, property owners failed to pay the property taxes off. The 3 years have come and gone. I'd like to start the foreclosure process. County says, yeah, you can start the foreclosure process, but you're gonna have to bring the taxes up to date and current. So I go to bring the property taxes up to date and current. Let's say it's a few more $1,000. They send out notifications, including to the property owner, to everybody that's got an interest in that property. Everybody. That would include the bank. So Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citicorp, doesn't matter who they are. Everybody gets a notification in the mail. At that point, they get about 60 to 90 days to come in and respond. Whatever it says in that jurisdiction. Don't call me up and say, in our county, it's 120. Okay, whatever it is. During that time frame, if somebody comes in to pay the taxes off, yahoo, you get your money back plus the interest plus any costs that you've got involved, and everybody's happy. But if they don't, you get the property. That's right. Okay, they'll hand you the tax deed to the property. Now it's your responsibility to go down the county, clear off all the other liens on the property because they have been eliminated. They went to the sale, and you are the proud owner of a brand new property for the back taxes, and nothing survives that. Nothing. Now I'm talking. Now you got me talking to myself. Okay, so one of the things you're going to be saying is, yeah, but what about an IRS lien? What if the IRS comes in there? They get notification too. Now the only difference with the IRS, if I notify the IRS that I am foreclosing on a property that they might have a lien or they have a lien on, they have 120 days to respond. But I want you to think about that. The IRS in 120 days. They can't even answer an email within 120 days. Now, I know my legal department goes crazy. You can't say that they could. Okay, they could. Okay, if they come in there, the worst thing they're going to do is pay the county the taxes plus the 10% penalty in this argument case, or 12%, whatever it is, and you get your money. Boo-hoo. But if they don't, we're back to you get the property every time. So let's talk about the research. There is a ton of research you need to do in this. When you're looking at a sale in Alabama, they're going to have these sales. I do believe it's in May. They have these sales coming up in May. Okay, so sometime in April, you want to start finding out exactly when that sale is so you can get a list of those liens coming up. Now you've got the list 30 days prior to the sale, and you can start doing the research. Now, I would like you to stick with single-family residential properties. Why? Because we all know what a single-family residential property is. Okay, if you know multifamily, God bless you, go for it. If you know commercial property, God bless you, go for it. If you know land, in the middle of Alabama, God bless you, go for it. I'm talking about when you're first getting started. Stick with that single family residential property. Okay, we all know what that is. The next thing you want to do is you want to look at value. Okay, so if I'm going into Huntsville and I say I want to find properties in here that have a good value, I don't have to even visit Huntsville. I can do a guesstimation by finding out what the average price of a home is in Huntsville. Well, let's just make it up. Let's say it's $300,000. So if the average price of a home is $300,000, I know if I'm looking at a lien that's on the value of a property that's 300 or more, I'm good to go. It's in a nicer area. It doesn't mean I don't want the other properties. It just know what I'm getting into. So I find a lien that's on a property that has a market value of $350,000 and it's got $3,000 lien, yippee-ki-yay. All I got to do is buy the lien on that property. And let me tell you something. If they don't redeem within that 3 years, I get a foreclosed on that property and I will get it free and clear. And he says, oh, you're just taking somebody's house. Okay, the likelihood of somebody losing a property to a couple years back taxes is slim and none. But if it ever happens and you get a property and you own that property from a sale, the likelihood of that being from a owner-occupied situation are null and void. But if you do, you don't have to kick them out of the property. Don't kick somebody around for a couple of years back taxes. You can go ahead and say, listen, I know you're in a tough situation. What if I sold you back the property for less than you owed on it originally? You start making payments directly to me. Is the county going to be able to do that? No. They got to foreclose and kick the people out. See, you and I have options. You're buying them time with the tax lien certificate, in this case, 3 years. Okay? It doesn't go against their credit. All of those things are perfectly fine with that. But you got to do the research. You got to make sure that the property that you're buying a lien on is a property that you might eventually want to own. That's your underlying security. This makes it a beautiful investment. Now, there are a lot of nuances and pitfalls that I want to cover with you. It's a really easy process. Thank you for getting this far, so I've got a gift for you. I've put together a brand new, awesome, our best course yet on how to buy tax liens and tax deeds profitably anywhere in the United States. All you got to do is click the link down below. It's my gift to you, higginsmethod.com. Go to higginsmethod.com. We'll get a hold of you. We'll show you how to make that happen absolutely free. My gift to you. This is Saen Higgins saying God bless and good luck.